Why you mad now? Cause my check engine light turned off?
Cause you haven't got me Dutch Bros.
Nah, what's the real reason?
You keep recording me and I look ugly. Then everybody says that I'm too ugly for you, and then look, you went and you got a haircut, so now you look even better.
Well, what'd you want me to do? Not get a haircut?
No, to stay hairy.
So, and it's true. Women hate to see a man happy.
Yeah, I hate to see you happy or ruin your life. Stop recording me.
To all the girlies out there that date a man who watches football and is like a football freak, God fucking bless you. That shit is no joke. Football Sundays, these motherfuckers check into Football Sunday like it's an 18-hour shift. Like this is a work shift. It's like as soon as their eyes open, they are watching that fucking football shit all day. Breakfast, lunch, and fucking dinner. It'll be like midnight and these motherfuckers are, I'm like, still? Like you're still watching football? This has now been like 23 hours of football. And there's a whole season of this? Stay safe out there, ladies. They are very committed. They will commit more to Football Sundays than they ever will commit to you. If only these men cared about us as much as they care about watching a group of fucking grown men throw around a ball. Next time we gotta go for the nerdy ones that like puzzles, okay? The ones that are not into sports. That's who we want. The nerdy gamers and the ones that do like Sudoku and stuff.
I mean, modern women, they just gonna be haters. I guess that's just what we have to accept. Modern women are not going to be happy that men are happy. They're not going to be happy that men are excited to be doing things.
Tell me why I'm out, right? This guy sees his homeboy at the bar, and he's so geeked to go get him 2 shots, to the point where he had to get up, go over there, dap him up. Like, why are niggas so in love with other niggas? Like, I don't get it.
Before you take any woman seriously, make sure that she can see you happy. These women are showing you who they are every single day. Please look, please pay attention, because it's becoming more and more clear that there's women out there that you being happy and your joy gives them the ick. It bothers them. It triggers them for some reason, for you to be happy as a man. So I don't know what you got to do for her to make sure that she sees you happy on the game, or happy at a sporting event, or happy with your family, or happy with your boys. Make sure that she sees you have that healthy obsession over something, because there's a lot of women who still live in this world where men aren't going to get excited or overjoyed about anything unless it has something to do with a woman. And if you do, her homophobia is going to flare up. I'm telling you, do not get one of these women. Just let her see you happy. Let her see you doing your thing. Because the only reason why somebody wouldn't want anything else bringing you joy unless it comes from them is if they need to use that to manipulate you. And they're not wolves in sheep's clothing. They're showing you who they are. Look.
The craziest thing you got the ick for?
I don't like to see happiness sometimes. I don't know. I just saw a man like smiling.
There's something so icky about like a guy being so happy.
100%. No, literally, Dave is always sad, and I'm like, this is so hot.
Right? That's
everything
hot.
makes him sad.
Yeah, but if they're so ecstatic,
no,
They cannot show joy like that. That's forbidden.
Yeah.
You meet a guy with anhedonia where they don't experience joy.
I'm the happiest when like the person I'm dating is like crying. I think that's so hot.
It's really
Yeah.
masculine to just be like down.
Yeah.
And even if you are happy, like show it in other ways.
Yeah.
Like, you know, don't release it out
Keep
into
it to yourself. Don't show joy. Like, just smile slightly.
Don't be elated.
I like that our last conversation was just talking about men's bodies and what they can and can't look like. And then this is about
We're going to get so much trouble.
They literally can't be happy and they're like disgusting if they smile or show joy.
Yeah.
We just set the clock back 10 years.
This is why women attack men when they're happy.
Yep.
Women attack men when men are happy.
Stop acting like you don't know.
What's an example?
Oh, like sports. Exactly. Ugh, he's so full of himself. And we'll do something to take him down.
So wait, why do women do that?
Because happiness and power comes together in a man's body, and the power is scary. And so we have to diminish the power. So we will attack them when they're happy. They come home, they caught a big fish, or whatever it was they did. If it wasn't something that I did that gave you that feeling, then that's a problem.
I don't know what they laughing about. Ain't nothing funny. Because way too many men go through this. Go try and play Fortnite, 2K, whatever his thing is. This girl just sitting behind him. It's to the point where we make memes about it, like the PS5 beep. I've never understood that you could have all your husband and fatherly duties done. That PS5 beep ignites something inside of women, bro. I mean, this really does explain it perfectly. I know there's a lot of guys who've, I've lived through it. Like, damn, I finally got some free time. I never get this. What I'm about to do? What you about to do? Whoa, I'm a grown-ass man. Now you arguing? Yeah, bro. This shit's spooky.
I said, find a man who loves you and be nice to him. And a lot of people said, well, shouldn't he be nice to me? And it just makes me wonder, like, do you have to wait for him to be nice in order for you to be nice? Or can you be nice first?
Because they're haters. Because they're haters. Modern women they're women that don't take accountability. They're women that don't want to be held responsible. They're women that don't want to hold their emotions in check. They don't want to do it. No matter what you say, well, is he going to be nice to me first? Well, is he going to be masculine first? Are you a dude or are you a woman? Are you going to act like a woman just because that's what you are? Dang. Y'all expect men to hold the door open, pay for your dinner, and the man don't even know you. Y'all asking that man just begging that man to, oh, well, if you want to talk to me, then pay my grocery bill. No, stupid. Are you okay? Leave me alone. Stop being weird. Just say hi.
I'm so sorry. This video is for men and women equally. I get it. Tell me how. I seen the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my entire life, and I was like, I see why niggas do what niggas do. I see why niggas do what niggas do. Myself, I wanted to take the girl out. I wanted to take the girl out, show her the greatest time of her life, and if I never met her again, I'll be perfectly fine. She was so fine. And I'm not talking about an IG baddie. I'm talking about natural beauty. On top of the skin just, the body just, the smile just, and then her voice, I said, oh. You know when a woman has just like such a sensual voice? I said, wow. I too would. Like, raw, next question. That's my Shayla. I was just like, this is crazy. Like, how you woman so, oh my God. I was about to say, hey, would you like to join my relationship as an extension for me? The girl look good, she look good. Me start questioning every single thing I've ever known in my life. I said, wow, am I gay? Why are you gay? Am I gay? Like, the girl just said good. Jesus Christ, man. It's crazy out here. Because why would you look like that? And then she gonna compliment me. I said, oh, hell nah. She really want me. This could be my Shayla. For real. Like, I love it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this could really be my Shayla. It hurts because I want her. I want her bad. I want her on my soul. Like, I ain't never said that word on my soul, but on my soul, I want her. Oh my God. I would swerve on that corner for her. Like, what? You know how men tricks. No, it's not just tricks, but men with money, whatever. You know how they would see a pretty girl and just give them the money. Me want to give her my money. Me want to give her all my ID. What can she do with my ID? I don't know, but she just looked good. Her soul was just like, wow. It just presented itself in front of me, and I was like, wow, I could marry this woman right now. If she went on her knee, I would go on my knee too. I would. That's crazy. I love women. Bye.
All
Hollywood
women say they want a
12R.
good man until they actually meet one and realize they're not equipped to handle him. A good man is not convenient. He doesn't bend to accommodate chaos. He doesn't rearrange his values because you're emotional.
A real good man has discipline, boundaries, and priorities that don't shift based on your mood.
And this is where women get confused. When you've never met emotional maturity, you misread everything. You call him cold because he won't tolerate drama. You call him selfish because he protects his peace. You label him detached because he refuses to beg for your approval. But that's not coldness. That is self-respect. A man who knows his worth doesn't move from insecurity. He moves from conviction. Good men don't chase drama. They don't chase chaos. And they sure as hell don't chase women who weaponize emotion. They build, they lead, they create order. Most women aren't ready for the responsibility that comes with a stable man, because stability doesn't feed your need for emotional roller coasters. It doesn't scratch that itch for unpredictable validation. For women raised in dysfunction, peace feels boring until you lose it. A good man requires partnership, respect, and a woman who's emotionally regulated, not reactive, not reckless. Stay solid. Good men don't bend, they build. And the right woman rises to meet him.
Anything, absolutely anything. Modern women will do anything but apologize.
But I've realized that with a husband, if you have the right man, he's not there picking you apart and saying, oh, I wish you were this shape or this size. If you're with the right husband, he's not there saying, oh, I wish you had more experience. How come you don't know? I think the right man is willing to grow with you. Sometimes women can be nervous to try certain things because it makes them uncomfortable, right? It makes us feel a little awkward. But if we could ever wrap our minds around, but he's being open and honest enough to say, this is what I like, or this is what I want to try. And you can wrap your head around the fact that if you please him, he's going to do everything in his power to return the favor. When you have a godly spouse, they're not in it just to take. They're in it to give. But what makes it so powerful is when you come together, if both parties are like, I want to give my spouse what they desire, then this is a time when both parties win.
I ain't gonna lie, once I learned how to shut the up in a relationship, like, it just got easier. Like, that's one thing I give to the men. Like, y'all was right. Like, sometimes we just need to shut up. And I get what I want when I just listen and shut up. It's all right. Just shut up. It goes a long way, ladies.
I can see now why men pull away emotionally, because it just happened to me today, and I got to see from a man's point of view what it's like to date a woman sometimes. This is no shade towards women in any way, because I'm a woman. I completely understand, and I'm sure I do this as well. But it was funny because I came home, me and my sister lived together, and as soon as I get in the house, she just starts bitching at me about things that she wished I was doing, like cleaning the cat's litter box, setting up certain appointments, whatever it was, around the house. And then all of a sudden I was thinking, like, no wonder I always just go to my room. Like, I don't want to be around you when as soon as they come into the door, you're just kind of nagging. What I was realizing is women do this all the time. We emotionally need to regulate. Like, there are certain times that you say, okay, if I want to actually get my partner to do something for me, because all that did is made me want to pull away and be like, fuck you, I'm not going to do it. And I can understand why men never do what you want them to do. You're like, I've told you a million times to do this, I've told you to do this, and you're like, why can't I get him to do things? Because you're not saying it in the best way.
If you really just believe that men are valid in their experience and in their emotions, for example, when they say that they don't want to be bombarded the second that they walk in the door from work, believe them that that is a valid thing, that they should have some downtime the second that they walk in the door. Unfortunately, not all women get this, and they actually will either one, have to experience it themselves like this woman did, or two, they just will never get it. And they're going to be fighting this constant battle of pretending like what men want and their feelings are not valid and that men are just always the ones in the wrong. And the truth is that the man of the last woman deserves better.
It takes modern women probably years. Modern women can go years without understanding how a man feels. Men could be telling them till they're blue in the face, this is what I'm going through. I'm telling you, you don't understand. This is what I'm going through. And then finally, when somebody does it to them, oh wow, this is what my man has been going through. But a lot of times these modern women won't admit that, oh, now I understand. So kudos to her for saying, on the internet, yeah, I get it now.
These women are all dating the same men. So I got to give points to the gentlemen. They've been saying for a while that 80% of women only date about 20% of men. And I've been thinking about this for a long time. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so I'm looking at the percentage of single mothers versus the percentage of single fathers. And the data is not quite lining up. Then I started to think about the T app. And I said, wait a minute. If women are posting all the same guy on the T app, and they're all running over there and rating their experience with the same guy. Wait a minute. These women are all dating the same men. Because how would you explain that one guy has like 30 different women rating him poorly? 30 different women have dated this guy and they have a bad report on him. I think the guys were right about this one.
There's one guy that was too nice for me. And like it was the wrong place, wrong time. It was one of those, you know what I mean? That I wasn't in the state of mind to receive.
So when he was too nice, what did you do?
I guess shut him down. You know what I mean? Like, I just shut him down because it made me, my issue was the more like you give to me, the more I feel like I owe you something. So when a person is so giving and I'm not ready to receive it, it makes me feel emotionally responsible for them. You know what I mean? Because they're doing XYZ for me, I have to be doing this, you know what I mean? And I have to be giving them that. And sometimes people just give to give. It's not a game of like give and take, but I find it really hard to not give back if someone is giving me something, and because I was in a place where I couldn't give, but I was receiving, I felt almost sorry for the guy. You know what I mean? And then I felt emotionally responsible because he deserved better, but I couldn't give him better. You get me?
But do you think he deserves better?
I think he did deserve better for how nice he was.
Like, for me, this whole nice thing,
Nice is, I'll break down the nice. A lot of quality time when he doesn't have a lot of time. A lot of resources put on me. A lot of protection and attention. Remembering every single thing from like the smallest of details, which is a huge thing for me because
that's beautiful.
I tend to think guys don't remember anything. Like they just don't listen. Guys are so forgetful. So he actually ticked every single box. Just didn't feel right. But, and also he's a bit too controlling too soon. But everything else he ticked.
Controlling meaning he didn't like it when I went out there doing stuff that I wasn't supposed to be doing. I was out there acting a darn fool. And he didn't like that. And he said, maybe you shouldn't do that. Imagine sitting there listing off a greater part of 90% of the things that you want in a man. Oh, he's just a little bit too controlling too soon. You mean giving you structure and discipline? Is probably what you're talking about.
One of the things that I realized a while ago, society hates to see a man who is 30 and up with no kids, no wife, and just single and happy. They hate to see you traveling the world by yourself. They hate to see you going out to eat by yourself. They hate to see you just enjoying life in general by yourself. They want to see you miserable with a fat wife, working a 9 to 5, doing the everyday, regular, degular routine. They don't want to see you living your best life, but live your best life anyways.
I hate niggas that started getting pussy late. My thing is just
What is
like
late?
When everybody else
After college.
not to say yes, or just
That's
started
OD
fucking in
late.
college or senior year. Like not to be like that. Like no children should not be fucking. Teenagers should not be
Yeah,
fucking.
this is about to be a wild conversation.
But
I can
usually
already
the time
tell.
that we live in now, that's what they
case
are
be
going. And a lot of our colleagues were getting having sex at 14, 15,
Just
and then
sick
there was
when you
a
think
lot
about
of
it in
them.
hindsight.
And then when you think about it, a lot of their friends, there was like the few lames out of the group that didn't really have the confidence, or they didn't peak Had the early. idea, So think or that they was they gonna- had to take what they could get. So a lot of them wasn't getting coochie early. So then they start getting coochie later in life, and they're just starting to get used to women. Like they're just starting to get them. It's exciting to them. They feel like they gotta fuck everybody. Like they gotta talk to everybody.
I really hate men, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. What do you hate the most about me?
The gel in your hair, sorry.
No, it's okay.
What do you hate the most about me?
I don't hate anything about you.
You have to, what do you dislike the most about me?
I don't know. I just met you. You were pretty honest. You were very honest with the question I asked. I mean, I can't hate on that.
Something to dislike.
But I have nothing that I dislike.
No, you have to pick out something.
I don't
That's
have to.
cool.
No, it's not.
Well, so you just made me insult you, and you can't insult me back.
You could have said that you didn't have anything that you hated about me.
But I can list off a bunch of things.
Sure. I mean, list anything you want to.
Just that you're a man.
And she looked and probably felt like a jerk for doing that stupid stuff. Oh, I can list off things like what? I don't even know you. You modern women be ready to go off on men they don't even know. I don't know you. Modern women don't see men as people. That's what it is. They don't see men as people. And now they was like, no, I don't hate you. I don't know what there is to dislike about you. Then now you feel like an idiot, which you should.
Well, I do know some men where it's just like you are paying attention on that game, talking to them people, arguing with them people, and you could be in my face. It is some men that needs to give their woman more attention, but it's just like the game it just irritates me.
But men are stressed out. They come home, they want to play the game. It's freedom.
But why, as a grown man, do you want to come home and play with a controller? I got something.
You don't play video. You know what? I'm mad now. I'm upset. A man, this is like his only time of like having complete freedom and something to escape reality for 20 minutes, and you're trying to take it away from him.
You're not doing all that with that video game.
Yeah, you are. You get to enter
escape reality.
Yeah.
They got niggas making on the games, little avatars. Like, nigga, what you want to look like? Who the is this? Who the is this? No, the avatar. Who the is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not you.
Yeah.
What you got going on here?
I got a virtual girlfriend.
For me, like when I ask a guy, like, what is he passionate about? Like, sometimes it's like going to the gym, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like anything else?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I don't think that you're for me, but maybe I have a friend for you. You know? Like, you're so cute.
You can't make this shit up, man. You can't. You know, like, what's wrong with a dude being passionate about the gym? Like, it's just, this kind of woman does not want to see a man happy. That's it. It's crazy ass expectations in her head, man. But what does she like do for passion? What, makeup? Like, you're gonna do some makeup? Oh, I do makeup and I like to shop. Like, I don't understand this shit, man. I don't understand these stupid interviews. It makes you look so bad. There's so many videos on these interviews of women that they cannot stand to see a man happy. Like, what's wrong with that? I just don't get it. Like, what's wrong with a man being passionate about the gym or fishing or... It's a cold game you're playing, man. I hope to God that you guys do not fall in the trap. I hope you guys do not end up with a woman like this. Your life will be over. Your life's gonna be nothing but stress, headaches, bull, and drama, and I promise you it's not something you want to be dealing with. pick and choose wisely, man.
Break up. You've been with that person since middle school. You've been with that person since high school. Y'all been together since Moses parted the Red Sea. My God, break the fuck up. Break up. Please.
I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. We might just located and spotted one of Satan's greatest soldiers, my nigga. What are you talking about? That if you've been together since high school and y'all high school sweethearts, all type of shit, you just need to break it off immediately. You don't like good relationships, my nigga? This is the reason why you don't let your shorty around when she got girlfriends and they're single, my nigga. You don't want to let her around her girlfriends for too long and try to feed her this toxic ass, bullshit ass mindset, my nigga. If it's a good relationship and no party, neither one of the parties are being abusive in a relationship, like, then what's the problem? If they both love each other, what's wrong? You get like irked out because you upset because the next woman is in a happily relationship and you not true? This is why I've been saying women do not want to see other women happy if they're unhappy. If an unhappy woman sees another happy woman, she's gonna do everything in her power to make that woman unhappy, my nigga.
I do not want to see my man happy if it's not with me, ever. I'm sorry, like, maybe it's just me, but I've never been one of those girls to be like, yeah, I just want to see my man happy, even if it's not with me. Like, I love him so much that I want him to be happy, like, even if it's not with me. No, absolutely not. You cannot be happy. Your happiness depends on if you're with me or not. Sorry, death row. Like, you knew what it was when you met me, though. Like, and I don't feel bad about it. You cannot be happy unless you're with me. We're either happy together or you're not happy at all. Neither one of us gonna be happy. Then what? So yeah, that's just me though. But on another note, I need about like $300,000 to get him a Brabus by tomorrow. His birthday coming up. Like, I need to just get that man a Brabus. Like, but yeah, no. We're either happy together or you're never happy. That is a threat. Love you.
Not that ass. Why do men insist on looking stupid when they take group pictures together? Why everybody gotta be like this in group pictures? What the fuck is y'all so happy about? Because last time I looked around, there's wildfires, we're almost in a recession, and Trump might be going to jail but still be president. Like, what are y'all so happy about, okay? Every picture, just... Boy, just do the look away. Everybody don't have to be laughing and smiling, okay?
Men are happy. They're so happy, as you put it, about enjoying themselves. They're happy about enjoying their lives. They're happy about being peaceful. I mean, look at you. Looks like you're at a nice place, at a nice restaurant, and here you are worried about why men are happy.
For a grown man, once you hit 21 and you pulling your phone out making videos, I do not trust you at that point, because I feel like, me personally, this could be a personal thing, but I feel like social media is for women. I'm sorry. And it's for men to look at.
Ooh, man, we can't do nothing.
No, I was just playing, but in all seriousness, there are a lot of women who just genuinely don't like to see men happy or men speaking their mind. There are a lot of girlfriends, a lot of fiancés, a lot of wives who don't like to see their man happy unless they're the reason their man is happy. They don't want to see their man going out with drinks with the fellas. They don't want to see their man going to watch sports. They don't want to see their man going to play sports. They don't want to see their man playing a video game. They don't want to see their man watching anime. If she's not the reason you're happy, she don't feel like you should be happy, because that other thing that's making you happy is taken away from her. And not only that, we live in a time, in a generation where most women don't care how they man think or really care how they man feel. And they actually care about that man. So why in the hell would they want to hear a random man on social media talking about how he feels or what he thinks? Like me, they don't give a fuck. They don't want to hear that. They don't care about how they man feel. Why would they care about how I feel or what I think?
Are you trying to say that we don't bring peace to your life? I have to
In most cases, yes. But to what you said about a man would choose the woman if she did all those things you talked about, cooked good meals, was a committed person, was loving, and had sex with you, yeah, a man is going to choose that every time. I completely agree. Do you understand how rare that is? Now, I'm not out here saying there's not good women like that out here, but it's rare, and it's becoming more and more rare by the day. Heck, by the hour, by the minute. More and more women are getting brainwashed by what society wants you to believe. They want you to believe that family doesn't matter, that you need to go do your own thing and make your own money and stay single and just go have fun. Family does not matter. So unfortunately, a lot of these women who are buying into today's society are just delusional. They believe they can be this boss babe and be in control and still have a good relationship or a good marriage with a man. Now, when I said it was rare to meet that good woman you talked about, it's even more rare for that type of woman that I'm talking about, the boss babe, to have a good marriage. Because those types of women do not bring peace. They don't do those things. The commitment, it's not there. They don't have to be committed. They think they're better than you. They have their job, they have their career, they have all the things that they want. They don't need you for anything. And they know that if you weren't wanting to be around, they could go find another one in a heartbeat. So how does that type of woman bring any of those things that you said to the table? And that type of woman is becoming more and more every day. And men are tired of dealing with those types of women. And those types of women are sitting on here saying, well, you just can't handle a strong, independent woman. Nobody wants to have to handle somebody. That's the whole point. I shouldn't have to handle you and your 15 personalities. I don't want to come home to somebody who worked all day after I worked all day just to come home to somebody that's going to bark orders and think she's going to be in charge about everything. Because let me tell you, that will not fly with me. Maybe it would have in the past. Not now. So what happens when you've got a bunch of men who want to be in charge and then a bunch of women who want to be in charge? You stay away from each other. You choose peace over sex. And this is why so many people are getting their heart broken. They're trying to figure out why they were ghosted and why she's not calling back, why he's not calling back. Because nobody's looking for a relationship anymore like that. Because everybody's about peace. They'll go out and get their piece of whatever and then come home to peace where there is no woman. I know, because I used to do it. And now I don't even choose to go out and do that anymore. Now it's just, I just come home. I don't need that. So to answer your question, yes, we do want that type of woman. Somebody who's going to be there, be supportive, be committed, be loving, have an intimate relationship with us. No, we're not looking for somebody that's going to cook every day. That's just a bonus if you do. If you have a job, great. Come home, be peaceful. Don't bring your work life home. When you walk through that door, you flip the switch. You're no longer boss babe. Now you come in and just be babe. Because all those masculine traits you have to embody in order to be that boss babe, it's not attractive to a man. So if I was able to find somebody who wanted to be that boss babe, that's fine. You can go have your job, have your career, do your thing. But as soon as you walk through that door, you better be the soft, loving wife that I expect you to be. If you bring drama through that door every day, look, I understand it's going to happen every once in a while. That's fine. But if it's every day or way too often, we're going to have problems. And one day, you're going to walk through that door and you're going to start your drama, and I'm going to tell you to turn around and walk right back out that door. And you're never coming back.
Say that again? What did you say?
Why would I want to be with a bum?
How come no man in this room has ever said that about a girl they dated? Because you're all gold-digging skanks. We're romantic. We'll take a bum McDonald's burger. You couldn't do that. No woman's ever done that. You guys date up, we date down. That means every ex-boyfriend you've had was better than you. That's why you let him hit it. Because you guys date up. So you fucked up a lot. Could you marry a Burger King employee?
I won't do that.
Could any girl here do it? Has any girl in history ever done it? You're all dirty gold diggers. Admit you're scared. And you know what's funny? That's the point. You abandoned him.
That's fine.
Why did you say past? You said past tense.
Far from a gold digger, but okay.
You said past tense half. Why did you abandon him?
Because of the point we just brought up.
Because he's bum.
No, because I figured out that I need someone financially at my level.
A leader.
Or higher.
But what if you're married
But
to a leader?
how come the men here don't mind if she's a bum? Because we're the romantic gender and you guys are of the devil.
Hey, he's speaking facts. Drop a like if you agree with him. Because personally, dudes don't care where you work or if you work. I mean, it was a bit harsh, but I really think he drove the point home. I love how much they contradict themselves, but don't want to accept the accountability of contradicting themselves. Comment down below. How do you feel about this?
One of the things that I've spoken about, and I said that you should never cry to your woman, is because women don't care about men's mental health. You care about it on social media as a buzzword. It's cool, yeah. But in reality, you don't care. And what you're proving is what many men have suffered from. And it's sad to think that you want us to come to you, okay? And at the same time, a lot of the times when men approach women and they're vulnerable, women, regardless of what you say, it turns you off. You don't want to see a man cry to you. You say you do, but when a man cries to you, you view them as less of a man.
But do you think that's because in the past there was a woman that was there for him, that listened to him, took care of his feelings, took him into consideration, and he fumbled that?
Of course it's the guy's fault. No, I just think, once again, you're putting...
The more I discover about myself, the more that I understand about women as a whole, the more I understand and respect why men deal with women the way that they do. And I'm not talking about the mistreatment, the poor treatment that women always focus on when they talk about men, right? I'm talking about the boundaries they enforce, the respect they command, the way they protect women from knowing certain things. Women don't realize a lot of times you just not knowing certain things is protection, right? There's a lot of ways that men have that when a woman knows herself, when she knows how women operate and understand women ways, she will understand her man better. And she will understand why he moves the way that he does. It's a requirement. Women have to be protected from themselves. Like, women are unaware of themselves and they're unaware of the effect that they have on people. And when you are unaware of yourself, you can't understand why people will treat you the way they will do, why they respond to you in the ways that they do. And I talk about this in my Glamour Magic Manifesto.
Well, the thing is that they don't care. Modern women don't care. They don't want to be aware. People are calling their attention to be aware, but they don't want to. I shouldn't have to think. I should live in a world where I can just be free. I'm a free spirit. I should be able to do whatever I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it, where I want to do it. I'm a free spirit. That's how a lot of these women think.
Knowing yourself is the most important thing in life, because that way you can navigate through the world and curate or create the life you desire, a desirable life. But many women are very clueless about simple things of why men don't tell us anything, right? So some time ago, I spoke about having to cut women off eventually, right? When I allow them into my world, into my space, right? Because what happens with women is, with me, I have a way of enrolling people in what I'm doing, right? In wanting to do the work, and because they get real-time information on what it looks like to do the work. It's different from being on the internet, right? And due to that, women don't work on themselves. What they do is study me and try to adapt my ways. Women do that online too, but in real life it's more intense, right? And I have to eventually cut them off because they're not ascending in the ways that they think they are. They're actually regressing, and it's my fault because I know better. I see women, I see through them, I understand them, and it always ends up in this. It's the same patterns with women. They get very close to me, and then they think they're doing the work, but what they're doing is just accepting certain truths without really understanding why things are the way that they are. Women think that ascending is just accepting all the bad things in life, the truth you don't want to accept, right? Without truly dealing with their issues. And it's setting them up for failure, right? And so eventually I have to part ways because women get stuck with making me their goal and what they think I am instead of discovering who they are. It's akin to what women do to men. Women enmesh themselves with whoever they're with. They do it differently with men, right? It's a romantic level, but with me, it's like women want to become me or a version of me because they don't want to seem like they're trying to be like me. It's really a dangerous place to be in because what happens is they find out that it's so many layers to me and they can't keep up because they have not been doing the work. I met my spiritual mother in my 20s. I'm in my 40s. You cannot come into my world and think that you're going to just adopt the work that I've done.
But they do think that they can just come into your world and adopt it or adapt to it. They think they can just, oh, it's easy. Just pick it up. Just, like you said, accept a couple of truths and then I'm off to the races. They really think that. They don't think that there's any work, any real work, any hard work behind improvement, behind growth. They think, like you said, the work that they do for men is, as Kevin Samuels was saying, I stand at the finish line and I wait. My work was getting dressed up, getting pretty, and then being driven in a golf cart. Just a group of us ladies up to the finish line to wait for our man, and then we'll fight for the best one. And then maybe the second or third one will get a group of chicks. But they're not going any lower than the top 5, really the top 3. If you go lower than, honestly, after number 2, you're a loser to these modern women. So that's what they're trying to do.
I didn't do this work online. I didn't watch videos. I was doing this in real time with a person and the things that she exposed me to as a woman in the world. I'm not working with women who get into my world or in my space like that. They're just being in my space. So they're not doing the work and they're expecting the results. And when they don't get it, it sets them up for a hard fall. I was speaking to my spiritual mother last night for 3 hours. That's not unusual. We get on the phone and we just start talking, right? And towards the end of the conversation, she said something to me that I needed to recognize about myself and the space that I'm in right now. And all I could say was, yikes. Like, people think I don't get, dragged or I'm above reproach and all that. Nah, I get what I give, but it's on a more intense level because I've been doing this for a very long time. I'm very aware of myself. Women are not aware of themselves, and it's a dangerous place to be in because they come into my space and they'll reap the benefits of being in my presence. My presence alone changes lives. And I'm not saying that as like I'm bragging. It's the truth. People's lives shift just from being in my presence. And so this is why I have to be very careful with who I allow in my presence. And what happens is eventually women will see that they can't really keep up, or they're not really as sharp as I am, or they don't really understand things the way they think they do because they agree with a couple of things I say. They'll start attacking me. That's when the little digs start happening. They start saying little slick shit under the guise of jokes. It's the same pattern with women. And this is why I gotta enforce boundaries with women. This is why I understand why men operate in the ways that they do with women. Because if you don't keep women within boundaries and command respect from them, they'll get out of control. They'll become enmeshed with you, and they'll eventually hate you because they can't get the results that they want to get from you. Again, women do this to me online too. They study me, they become obsessed, and then when they don't receive the results they want to receive, then they start attacking me. It's the same patterns. Women are the same, and they're the same because they don't understand themselves, right? I read 2 comments within the last 2 days. One on Instagram, which said, the more she listens to me, the more she realizes that there's a lot more she needs to learn. That is somebody that's going to win in life. When you're an open vessel to learn what's needed. I'm like that, right? And then another person on TikTok said, I'm uploading these videos for women to pay for, knowing that most women won't learn. Then they call me a hypocrite. I blocked them because of the name calling, right? Why am I a hypocrite? Because I give women what they need, but they choose not to learn. That's not my problem, right? But they're not wrong. Most women will not do anything with the information I give them. Most women. They'll just sit in awe of me and praise me and hate me and all the emotional ups and downs, ebbs and flows women go through because they simply do not know themselves and they're not humble enough to learn themselves. Women want the results, right? And as my spiritual mother always said to me, people see your glory. They don't know your story. And this is the trade-off with ascension. Knowing that the higher you go, the less people will be able to relate to you. Now, I told women that being relatable is like, I don't give a fuck about that. However, I have the ability to provide a space for women that makes them feel seen and heard. That's a gift. And I'm proud of that gift. But it sets women up for failure because they get stuck there, thinking that if they just listen to me enough, if they just do what I say, if they just mimic my ways, if they just talk like me, if they do this and that. This is one of the reasons why women want me on YouTube, so they could watch me in a longer length, so they could study me for a longer time, longer spurts, right? Women do themselves a big disservice by not actually taking advantage of what I'm doing here. Instead, they want to become me. And so this is why I have to separate myself. This is why I understand why men are the way that they are. Men have to enforce boundaries and respect, right? And command respect as but the enmeshment with women is a little different. So I got to operate a little differently. You got to take preventative measures, because when women realize that they are not who they think they are, or it's not the way they think it is, they unravel. And so you prevent yourself from having to experience the explosion. All I can do is give the information. Women are notorious information gatherers. They'll study, they'll mimic, they'll do whatever, and everything else but the actual work. And the work is not watching me. It's not doing anything that women are doing. Again, when I worked on myself, it was none of this internet shit. I was doing this in real time, in real life. Right? Blood, sweat, and tears. You don't adopt that from just being around me. That's not how that works. Right? You don't adopt that by just watching me hours on end and praising me. That's not how that works. Right? You got to do the work, or you will constantly reap the same results.
Well, men just get tired of it. After a certain time, men will go along with whatever you got going on. Especially, I don't think women understand how much men allow them to get away with. Because men will sit up there and go along with a lot of, quite frankly, a lot of bull crap. Men go along with a lot of bull crap that women have going on. And women think, oh, he not really paying attention, or, oh, he's okay with this, and this. And he's not. He's not okay with any of it. But he's just going along with it, trying to, give you some leeway. And at some point in time, he's going to mention it to you. But of course, a lot of modern women don't take men seriously. So they're going to continue doing whatever they want to do because they think, they exempt. They think, oh, I ain't got to listen to him. I ain't got to do anything that he's talking about. I'm just going to continue doing what I was doing in the first place. And that's going to be it. It ain't going to be no issue. He's a big teddy bear. He's a big softy. But when that man finally puts his foot down and says, hey, stop doing that. That's disrespectful. Or some guys, they don't even say nothing to you. They just leave. All of a sudden, oh, he's sassy. He didn't have to do that. Why didn't he say anything? Why he just get up and leave? How come he didn't let me explain myself? And all this other nonsense. Because I didn't told you before. Stop doing that. Cut that out. I don't want to keep on coming home to this nonsense. And you act like you didn't hear me.